and welcome to my NXT Takeover Respect review. Luckily, my first review for NXT is Takeover Respect. This is amazing. What a great show. I really can't stop. I'm just so excited. This show was the best. This makes, I don't know how Hell in a Cell is going to do justice to this, because they're right on the same. I think NXT is the next level of the main roster, per se. SmackDown and Raw and WWE quote unquote pay per views. But this special event was amazing. We saw the culmination of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic come to fruition. We saw the debut of Asuka. Wow! And we also saw the first time two women main carded on a special event, because that's what they're calling them out now. WWE. It's no more pay-per-views. It's special events, quote unquote special events. But oh my God, they tore the roof down. So, like my Raw review, this is going to follow the same format. We have the results on the bottom here, scrolling down. We have going over the results first. And then just some highlights I want to cover right after that. So let's dive right into this. First match was the first semifinal tournament match for the Dusty Rhodes Classic. We'll just call it the Dusty Rhodes Classic. It's a very long tag team tournament. The Dusty Rhodes Classic. This pit Finn Balor and Samoa Joe against Dash and Dawson. Wow. Just wow. Finn seemed to get hurt during the match. I don't know kayfabe or not really sure. There was no referee act, so I'm assuming it was kayfabe. But Balor and Samoa Joe win via pin. Awesome. The match lasted about 9 minutes. I think that was the perfect amount of time for that match. Just four great workers. Samoa, you know what? As a non-TNA regular watcher, I know who Samoa Joe is. I'm familiar with Samoa Joe. He's been in NXT for a little while now, but I think it's about time where Samoa Joe is really gonna come out and be a big star. Both men worked great. Finn Balor, excellent as always. No face paint tonight, which is weird. Don't know why. It takes about 3 hours to apply. I'm assuming that's why. So let's jump in right into the next match. It pits the second semifinal tag team match for the Dusty Rhodes Classic, and it had Baron Corbin, no relation. Well, I don't know. Maybe. We kind of look like each other. And Rhino versus Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. This match lasted about 10.5 minutes. Corbin and Rhino won the match via pinfall. This is where I kind of have my little discrepancy with the pay-per-view, and this is just personal preference. This is no reflection of how great this show was. But I will get to that in the proper section after we run down the reviews and the results. The third match featured the debut of Asuka against Dana Brooke. Asuka won via submission in about 5.5 minutes. Awesome. Next match, the match I was kind of looking forward to the most, the Iron Man match, of course, everyone's looking forward to. But the second match on the card would be my definite second match I'm excited for, was the Apollo Crews versus Tyler Breeze. I'm a big fan of Prince Pretty there, and Apollo Crews is amazing. Talk about a big guy who can just do everything. I put him in this Kevin Owens class with a bunch of these guys. Finn Balor, and Kevin Owens, Mr. El Generico. Well, technically he's not El Generico is a separate person, but that's right. El Generico, separate person. But I put him in Samoa Joe. These big guys who can just do everything. He does the standing 360 splash. He does all these great moves. He's so agile, so big. I see him definitely when Finn Balor gets called up to the big leagues, him to take that title belt. and just run amok with it. As much as, and also I love Tyler Breeze. His gimmick's really cool. I love the selfie stick. I don't know why. I hate selfie sticks, but I love his selfie stick. Amazing. But I digress, and we are going now to the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Classic, which pits Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, versus Baron Corbin and Rhino in an 11-match brutal match. I loved it. I love this match. Not many other people, like, crowd response didn't really get that. It wasn't like, I think, well received as I found it, but I marked out, man. Samoa Joe, Rhino, Baron Corbin, and Finn Balor in one ring. Just think about that. Like you got old school ECW, you got the great independent wrestler, you had the wrestler who was never in WWE for a long time and just, is in NXT now, and you have Baron Corbin, this kind of wild card that is a big guy, he's dominant and kind of a homegrown, quote unquote, WWE guy. So you have all these different backgrounds in one match. It was so exciting. But the match that tore down the room, and you know what? The hype machine really put everything like right here, and bam, it exceeded that. Like, boom, off the screen, exceeded it. Was the NXT Women's Title match, a 30-minute Iron Man match against your champion Bayley against the boss Sasha Banks. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. 30-minute match, of course, as advertised, and Bayley's your champion. Bayley wins. It's unbelievable. She wins 3 falls to 2. Just unbelievable. And that's the results of the show. Now I'm going to go down and highlight some of my favorite things. Remember in the beginning of the results I said, this is where I would change something? I would not have put Baron Corbin and Rhino in the finals. As much as I enjoyed it and liked it, I really like Gable and Jordan. It's like the Team Angle, the old school Team Angle back. I would put them in the finals against Finn and Samoa Joe. I'd still have Finn and Samoa Joe go over, but and now just oh my god, that women's match was amazing. I want you guys to go watch this. If you just watch that one match, it's the last 30 minutes of the pay-per-view. You see two women, and this whole Diva Revolution thing is like, it's a gimmick. It really isn't. This really just, oh my god, was amazing. These two women are going to tear it up. Sasha Banks already on Raw and SmackDown and the main roster. Bayley holding her own down there at the NXT level. Just, oh my god. Oh my god. That was amazing. At the end of the match, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, the whole backstage came out and gave it up for these two women. Rightfully so. And this match gets it's still real to me, damn it moment. It's a new one. This show and Raw review. It's still real to me, damn it. Right there. That was like Sasha Banks goes down the ramp and is greeted by the whole roster. With Stephanie and Becky Lynch and Charlotte, because they're not part of the roster anymore down there. And Triple H and Steven Regal, who is kind of the commissioner down there, and he's kind of the McFoley. But wow, it really meant that's still real to me. Damn it, moment. Like wow, this is what wrestling should be. This is what Raw should be. This is what the main roster should be. and it was just a sight to see. I believe Sasha was given a bouquet of flowers by Stephanie and by Lord Steven Regal. Sorry, I don't know why I said Stephanie, but just tears, because this was her farewell match for NXT, and wow, just wow. And then Triple H goes down to the ring, hands Bailey a bouquet of flowers, lifts her arm up, and you're like, wow, like this is if Triple H took over creative control of the main roster, this is what it would be. And like NXT is just again, it's it's the developmental league down there, but it's the next level. It's beyond that. You see people giving 120% like that, just amazing. Figuratively, of course, because you literally can't give 120%. But there's one more point I want to make. Former TNA wrestler James Storm was confirmed backstage at NXT. There was pictures of him walking in with the badass Billy Gunn to Full Sail, and this might be really cool. I like this a lot. Again, not a big TNA fan. Watch it once in a blue moon, and that's cool. He is a big guy that can move and wrestle. So if the rumor is true that he's signing with NXT, we're gonna have Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, James Storm, Enzo, and this glorious roster. And wow, it's just amazing. So the bottom line, another great show from NXT brand. I've come to expect excellence out of this, and I have gotten nothing but consistency from this product of excellence. Good matches from top to bottom. Everything well timed. A very tight show. Like this is being a little technical, but amazing. There was no filler. There wasn't a moment during the whole thing I was like, oh man, let me look at Twitter. Let me look at Facebook. But there was not a moment. I literally sat and watched through this show without looking at Twitter or Facebook or any of. I was focused on this, and that's great. So, and Asuka had a great debut, which is excellent. It's that quality women's wrestling down there, and they're just not pretty things to look at down there. They are like legit wrestling. They are better than some of the guys on the main roster. This show was really easy to watch, and it flew by. It felt like the whole show felt like 30 minutes because it was so good, and I was engaged the whole time. So I implore you to go get $10 out of your bank account, get the WWE Network. Actually, the first month's free. So if you're a new user, you get a free month, which is excellent. I've been a member since the beginning, so I don't get those free months. But you guys can if you don't watch it. Worth the investment. It's worth the investment just for NXT and NXT specials. Just worth it. So, like all my reviews, I'm giving a letter grade at the end here. And I am giving it, this is my highest letter grade I've given a show so far. And I'm giving it an A. That's right, an A. Like, perfect. Maybe one or two things they could tweak, but that's just personal stuff from me, like the Gable and Jordan thing. That's literally the only problem I had, and that was just me wanting two guys to go through and kind of push these new guys in. And I wish the Apollo Crews match was just a tad bit longer, probably around the 6-minute range. Just kind of ran a little long right there, but it didn't feel like it. But that's like me nitpicking right there. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you watch this special, and that I hope you enjoy NXT. NXT is the best thing going right now for WWE. I'm not gonna drivel on about NXT right now, but remember to please like, subscribe, comment. If you have any opinions again that don't really match up with mine, tell me. It'd be a great discussion piece for the chat. And once we get enough comments going, flowing down in these videos, we'll have a cool comment show, and then we'll talk about. We'll do some live chats, live wrestling chats, and hey, FNA for this. It's amazing. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter right there, Baron Von Comics. I tweet out comic book stuff. I tweet out wrestling things. It's all good. Just filter out the comic book stuff if you don't like that. I don't. I want to appease everybody. But wrestling and comics and all that fun stuff, anything that catches my eye. If you like my videos, you usually like my tweets. That's how it goes. I want to thank you again for watching, and enjoy my other videos. We have the Raw review. Great video. Well, ole.